In your health tonight, February is American Heart Month, and a new survey from Cleveland Clinic reveals how the public feels about using artificial intelligence to better heart care. Brittany Harris breaks down the results.
Cleveland Clinic's new survey shows 3 in 5 Americans believe artificial intelligence, often referred to as AI, will lead to bettering heart care.
One of our concerns was always the level of trust that the public would have with using AI. So finding that a majority of people see the value in using AI for health purposes was very interesting.
Dr. Ashish Suraju is a cardiologist. He says AI can be beneficial in many ways.
Some examples include being able to use AI to help process data for certain studies like echocardiograms or CT scans or MRI and free up some of the more basic data processing tasks.
Wearable technology also seems to be growing in popularity. 50% of Americans use at least one type of technology to monitor their health, with daily step count being the most tracked. This led to positive changes both physically and mentally. In fact, 53% say they started exercising more regularly.
These devices provide so much data that one could imagine that patients may get more anxious. So I suspect this suggests that folks know the data isn't necessarily supposed to make them feel anxious, but feel more empowered.
However, Dr. Suraju notes it's still important to consult with a physician when making medical decisions.
Sometimes it's hard to know what's important data and what shouldn't concern you. I think that's where speaking with a healthcare professional will be helpful.
For Cleveland Clinic, I'm Brittany Harris.
In your money tonight, for the 4th time in as many meetings, the Federal Reserve is holding interest rates steady. This keeps the Fed benchmark lending rate at a 23-year high in a bid to fight the fastest inflation spike the U.S. has seen in decades. The central bank boosted these rates 11 consecutive times since March of 2022. Price hikes have slowed since then and are crawling closer to the 2% target rate the Fed wants. Big news in the world of racing. 7-time Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton will leave Mercedes-AMG Petronas at the end of the season. He's expected to join Ferrari in 2025 and says he wanted to finish his time there on a high and was committed to delivering the best performance he could this past season.
Lewis Hamilton. I was saying, I think he started Lewis Hamilton. I don't know much, but the Netflix documentary and everything, like Formula One has boomed like crazy, and that guy is like the star of it. So
yeah, I don't know much except it's fast cars.
And I know the car companies don't like each other, so like doing that, a switch, is intense.
Really like controversial?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Ooh. Gonna be interesting in the world of racing in the next couple months. Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah, a little drama. But tonight we're all about basketball here in Montana. Actually, a huge night of basketball in college and in high school. Montana State was taking on the conference leaders Eastern Washington, both the men and the women. In the high school ranks Taylor Churick over 50 points tonight. We break those down next in sports.